Whenever we are talking about machinery, if it's either in a factory or in our case on board a vessel, you have to do it on time and you have to do it responsibly, just like the maker recommends in the user manual. Otherwise, you will have more problems further away and you have to do double the job. As long as you are doing your job properly, you will have no further issues. Being on board is a difficult job, especially if you are working in engine room. You have to deal with long working hours, you have to deal with a very hot environment. It depends most of the time where the ship is sailing, but usually you have between 45-48 degrees Celsius in engine room. So you have to deal with that. You need a lot of resilience to handle the job in engine room. So as you can imagine, being so hot, you will sweat only by being inside this room. And if you get involved in any physical job, it will be more difficult. Even so, that is no excuse to not do your job. We are paid very well as engineers, and the reason is we have a lot of responsibility. And one of those responsibilities involves the vlog of today. This is one of the jobs that the third engineer decided to do, and that is checking the crankcase of the generator. This is a Daihatsu diesel generator made in Japan in 2015, and it has 900 RPM. As you can already see, the third engineer has opened the crankcase. This is a job that he has to do every 3 months, and me as an electrical engineer, I can assist him a little bit, and also I can do my job according to the PMS program software that we have on board, and I can check all the electrical connections, all the sensors, because as you can imagine, there are a lot of vibrations on board, so something might get loose. Our motorman also came to assist us. As you can see for yourself now, he is cleaning the filters. The third engineer already has started cleaning some parts for the generator. Whenever you are doing something on board, it is always better to ask for assistance if people are not very busy with something else. It is always a good practice to have reliable colleagues, and the job will be done in shorter time, and that way you can do something else. The crankcase needs to be opened once in a while, just to check the condition of the oil inside. Sometimes you can have some loose parts inside, some screw or some nuts. Sometimes the oil becomes sticky because of the excessive heat. Now the third engineer has already checked the condition of the oil. The motorman is cleaning the oil filters, and he has already started to assemble back the diesel generator. As I was saying, I got involved as well, and I was checking my electrical part of the generator, checking the conditions of the sensors. You have a lot of sensors for the generator, for the cooling water, for the lube oil pressure, and so on. So it is better, since the third engineer has opened the generator, I can get busy and do some other job, since I was not busy with something else. Of course, if I have some other job, I will not interrupt that to be here. These are the solenoids for the starting air, for the generator, and many others. Since I was in the area, I thought it would be a good vlog for you guys. Maybe some of my viewers are cadets, engine cadets or electrical cadets, and they will be coming on board soon. This is something to expect. This is one of the jobs that you will have to do. You will have to assist the engineers, and further down the line, when you will be promoted as a third engineer, then you will have to do this for yourself. And I thought that this is a good vlog, just to show you what to expect. I'm going all around the generator just to show you all the parts, so you can already be prepared when you will come on board. Of course, all the engineers will be happy to assist you, to answer any questions that you have. People on board are always helpful, especially to the cadets. We all have to start from somewhere, and there is no such thing as stupid question. We all have to learn, and don't be ashamed to ask something if you don't understand. As you can see, all the indicators are okay. Sometimes they can have oil inside, and you need to open and clean it. This ship has 3 generators. It's a Japanese built ship, and of course the generators are also Japanese made. They are Daihatsu. These are all the indicators for the generator, for the turbocharger, for the cooling water, high temperature, low temperature, the RPM of the generator, and so on. All these indicators are for the manual view of the user, but they are also inside the AMS system. The computers that are inside the control room of the engine room have all this information. But in case some sensor fails and it is not giving signal to the computers inside the engine room, when you have to check all these parameters for the generator, maybe you will have a standby or something like that, you can check locally until you fix the problem, and then you have to check inside the computer in the engine room. So these are the generators. I tried to go all around to show you like an overview of the whole generator, not only the crankcase. This is the turbocharger. As you can see, the air filter is already in position. You have to replace it as soon as possible when it is dirty. And that's about it. If you enjoyed the vlog, don't forget to hit that like button. Maybe you want to share it to your friends, and maybe you want to subscribe to the channel for more about the seaman life. Sometimes interview with the crew, sometimes it's technical like now. Thank you very much for your attention and have a wonderful day.